Welcome, 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 everybody. It is so great to see each and every one of you. Happy Saturday, December 13th. It is noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, or whatever time it happens to be where you are because you are watching us right now. It is Ask Us Anything. And when I mean ask us anything, that means anybody in this community you can ask a question of, particularly those who are here online with us, so that they can answer your questions. And it's a great way, it's an open, kind of an open forum where we get a chance to ask questions about certain things and get answers. And so that's why we do this every Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific, or excuse me, I'm thinking of Monday already, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. And again, we're grateful to have you with us. As we move forward through the day, just a reminder, if you want to share, go ahead and please ask your question in the Zoom chat. Very simple. Type it in. We will ask it on your behalf. Or the better thing is raise your hand and we will call on you and you can interact with us directly here in the Zoom. Like Bill Shoemaker, who happens to have his hand up and ready to go. Coming up, Bill, very simple to do. Put your cursor here in the middle of the screen where you see my face. On the bottom, there's a bunch of buttons. One of those buttons is raise hand. Click on that button and we will call on you in the order in which we receive your request. It is that simple. So, that all being said, let's go ahead and talk about the vibe of the day before getting started, because I love these and I love, Robert, what Terry shared with us yesterday, and I just think it is so important that we share it today. Here it is. Your mind will believe what you continuously tell it. So tell it that you're smart, talented, fearless, and have what it takes. All right.
Hercules.
And with that, let's get her done. It's Ask Us Anything, ladies and gentlemen, with our dear friend, our GPS to success, and our mentor. Give it up for Mr. Robert Hollis.
Craig, the hostess with the mostest. For those of you that are new, when Craig does this, all I pray for you and want for you is what I want for myself. So I hope one day when you jump on a Zoom or you are speaking in front of a large crowd, you're honored and blessed enough to have someone like Craig Jackman that can raise your levels about 10 times before you walk out or do anything. So hi for all the people that I didn't say anything to, Daniel and Shelley, Arthur, Kevin, hi Kevin, Sarah, Sandy, Mary, I don't know if I missed someone, if I did, Donald, Sarah, I love you guys, I appreciate you. So we're gonna start out, normally I do a session at the beginning and I always like doing that, but instead of motivational, what I'm gonna do today is I love starting out Ask Me Anything with very, very simply, what a majority of people are asking me questions for. So for those of you that are not part of Immunotec, just allow me to do this little segment, okay? I do a lot of information just for all the people in Unlimited Wisdom, but a lot of people are asking me questions now that they're involved in Immunotec. When am I going to get paid? How am I going to get paid? What do I do? How is this working? How do I get qualified? And you know what? Those are really great questions. Those are awesome questions. So let's do that. And I'll just run through some things. And then if hi Scott, hi Patrice. And if you guys see something, Dustin, if you guys have questions, I can go back to these, right? But let's cover some stuff really quick. If you guys don't mind. And don't get mad at me. If you do mind, I'm sorry. Too bad. I'm doing it anyway. I got to organize this so you guys don't see me looking back and forth. Sometimes you guys are like way over in the corner when I share my screen. So can you see this clearly?
We got it. Yes.
Okay. It's funny. I just had Matthew, my son, come in my mind, and he's like saying, Dad, if I could get you to use a different software after you record this, people could actually see it if you would just listen to me. And Matt, thanks. That's a positive. I will do that. I will do that. Okay, so once you log in and you're in the back office here, you see like, this is under settings. And so one of the things I want to share with everyone is like, well, what kind of, what kind of link do I share? So when you click on website information, see this? Website information. When you click on that, that's going to give you the main site with your username. It's also going to give you a consultant link. This consultant link is one that when you share with people, it's going to show them all of the packages, including the least that they can start with. So the least that they can do to become a paid consultant is buy $48 1 year. And when you have it for 1 year, one of the questions I got when a lot of people are coming in is, what does it cost per month? What does it cost per month? Because a lot of people in affiliate marketing or network marketing, that's the deal. What is it going to cost me per month? This company is $48 a year. How many of you just like that one part, which is huge? So if a person's not doing it to build money yet, or they're doing it slowly, what a great place to start. All right. This is that sample link. And again, when you click on the share, this is how you can share it on any social media. But you also can just click copy and send it out as well. There's another sample link here, and this one here just doesn't have the video on it down here. All right. So these are all, and again, most of the people that I see in my organization, they're like, well, when's this? When's that? When's the meeting? When's this training? What's that? What's this? I love that the company does not have these hooked up. So you have to click on these to get emails and stuff from them. And of course, pick the language. And so that's one of the things that a lot of people are asking. Where's the link? What do I send? And there you go. You got it. Now, when I go back to, now that I'm here, now the next thing is, actually clicking on Business Center. So now when you click on Business Center, you get to show this. And, I love these. One of the things I always wanted in other companies is you really, really had a bunch of people that assumed that other people were great producers. So this is for the next trip. And it's really, really fun to look on this and see, Chris Robinson, Judy Stallings, and you can go down here and look. And this is everyone doing the best to get the most points, to get the most free stuff from the trip. Does that make sense? If you want to know more about it or a full report, you would click right here. But one of the things is, as I went through this entire list, and I was going, wow, they took the time to put in the top 100. And then you see Melody Ryba at number 28. So let's all give Melody a hand, because this is from every rep out there, every rep. And so I'm really, really, really proud of her. So now the next step here is I'm going to go through here, and here's commissions. And so what you also have is rank advancements. We'll go back to commissions. When I click on rank advancements, people are like, well, how do you hit the next rank? What do I need to do to get silver? What do I need to do to get paid? What do I need to da-da-da-da-da? Fine, awesome. So what you do is you go back here, see this blue arrow? I'm going to go all the way back to apparently what's called an entrepreneur. So what would be an entrepreneur? A person that is still active with their yearly $48 subscription, and the requirements is nothing. You're 100% qualified. Does that make sense? So now the next step you would go to is you click here, and it's associate. So to be an associate, you got your yearly, and then you need 180 in personal sales. Now, this is different. Personal sales volume. Question: can you achieve this position with customers? If it says personal sales volume, customers count. People can go all the way to the top of this compensation plan and never have to buy any product. Did you hear that again? So people are always going, hey, well, how much do I need to personally do? The way I would work this compensation plan is at the end of the month, I would see if you qualify for the positions and how many points that you need to do. Now, me, I love the product, so of course I set up a subscription, but you don't have to. Okay? So if I went to the next one, which is venture, you need to do 400 in personal sales. So now get this. There's people that I've seen, they don't need to do 2,000 in points to get this position. But to lock in the venture position, and how I remember this name now is adventure. You're going on an adventure to financial freedom, okay? So once you see the founders and the pro packages, if you bought that and became a venture, now for the rest of your time, you don't have to do 2,000 in points personally. You only have to do 400. And what I've recognized is the personal points in this company are about a third and less than the total points. So if you notice, it costs like 500 or something dollars with tax and freight, but you got 2,000 points. So that's 4 times the points. Does that make sense to you guys? So to do 400 in personal volume, you're probably looking like at just a little over maybe $150 and tax and freight and everything to maintain this position. Now, there's some people that are on here that came in from last month. This is how you hit silver. So all you got to do is go to rank advancements, click on this, and it's going to tell you what you need to do. So I'm already did my annual. I got 3 legs of ventures, right? So we just talked about what you needed to do to become a venture. So you need 3 legs with one of the ventures in each leg. That same 400. And now here's the trick. You need total of 6,000 in group volume. Total group volume. But you can't count more than 2,700 points in any one leg. What does that mean? Let's say that you had 3 venture legs and one of them was me. And I did 111,000 in my personal group volume. You only get to count 2,700. Did you guys catch it? Yes or yes? So when you open up the screen, it's always going to be on your next thing that you have to get, right? And so, of course, I'm already gold. Now it's diamond. So now it says here, wow, I need a 4th venture leg to get there. And I need to do, 125,000 in volume. So I hope you guys got that, all right? So this is what you got to do to get the positions. Now, another part I'm going to show you is people go, well, what about the compensation plan? Well, if I click on resources, and then I click on resource library, see how small this little gray thing is over here? Some of you know what that means on the browser. Yeah, there's PDFs, there's PowerPoints. There's PowerPoints with a PDF to tell you what to say on each slide. There's the prices of the products, the volume of the products, things that you can take to the printer and print, things that you can buy, videos. So the only reason I'm going here is because when people go, hey, where's this? Now, I think the reason that a lot of people are asking, where's this, where's this, where's this, where's this? It's from you being involved in a previous company. That's all I'm gonna is all I'm gonna say, because you didn't have this many resources, right? So now I can go over here and click on English. And then I'm gonna put in compensation plan. Click on search. There's the compensation plan. So now if I click on it, this is the one that comes in the new welcome kit, but I think they're probably both the same. And then I look over here, data modification. All right. So let me go ahead and click on this one. And here's the compensation plan. So people always ask, first of all, you might not want to read this, and if you read it, you might not understand it, but do it anyway. You're a consultant. And as a consultant, you need to know this information for other people. Now, could I click on this link, select all, copy? Could I do that and send it to people and they could see it? Yeah. Okay. So we have a lot of stuff in our in the resources, but I wanted to show you this. So if you go down and look at all this, if a person brings in a customer, do they get paid? Yes, they do. If they bring in one consultant, do they get paid? Yes, they do. Can you use personal customers and consultants to move up the comp plan? Yes, you can. So the one thing that you'll want to say is when people go, well, when am I going to get paid? Understand, here's the question that you should ask yourself is, have I personally brought in a customer or a consultant? No, I haven't yet. Then you're probably not going to get paid the first calendar month. So because I put in so many people, did I put people under some people? Yes, because the compensation plan rewards me for doing so. So you might not get paid off the jump start, but what if they make a reorder this month in December? Would you get paid off that at the end of the month? The answer is yes. No company I ever have been involved in have I put personal people under others and the company paid them. A company we previously some of you when we moved over, one of the questions I got is, oh my God, Robert, you built a group for me and I got $12 million in bank volume. Well, they didn't get paid off that because they didn't build another leg. You guys following me? And so in this comp plan, if I put people underneath you, you're going to get paid on them at the end of December. So they'll calculate everything in December, pay out at between the 5th or whatever and January, and you will be a paid consultant with Immunotec. How many people just love that, right? All right, so now I'm going to go up here and team commissions, right? So what I'm going to do here is Can you guys see this okay?
Yeah, we're doing good.
Awesome. So a lot of you might not be able to look at this comp plan and actually tell what needs to be done, but right here it shows exactly what needs to be done. So again, an entrepreneur is someone that's active within the year. So now associates achievement right here is you need to do 400 in PSV in one calendar month. So to keep this position, you would have to do that again. That could be totally done by customers, right? So to be a venture, you need 2,000 in any one calendar month. So if people purchase a founder or a pro pack, they now hit this position and they're locked in. Does that make sense? So with the package is what locked you into this position forever. And now what you just have to do is maintenance. How many people followed that? So when people go, do I have to buy a pack? No, you could start as an entrepreneur and associate, but you still got to do total 2,000 in total points with customers and consultants in a calendar month. So for some of you that went, wow, did I have to get the founders pack or the pro pack? In my opinion, yeah, you locked in your position. So now what you do is you just go out there and maintain it. Now to get to silver, people are asking now, I noticed here Did you notice associate and venture that you get paid 3 levels of 5%? So now if you put people under people, you're going to get 5% if they're a front level, but you get 5% if they're under people. And if they're under people's people, you get 5%. How many people heard that? So you still get the upfront money, but every month that a person buys more product or their customers buy product, you get 5%. So now to become silver, let's look here. Help 3 venture legs sell product. Do you notice here that it doesn't say that you have to recruit? You could do this all with customers. And when you get 3 people that hit venture in each leg, can you go in your back office and see where the person is? Yes, you can. So it's really awesome that you can look in on them and see where they are in qualifications so you could help them. Again, we talked about this, no personal more than 2,700, and you need 400 personal with your purchases and your customers. Now this gets really interesting because as a silver, and I bring in people front level that I get the front on, now I can stack them under people. And now instead of 5, I double it to 10. So I bring in my wife, and then under my wife, I could put somebody, and now I get 10% of them instead of 5%. How many people think it's who wants to double your monthly residual on somebody? Yeah, place them under somebody. Help them get it. Now look at here, it goes 5 and 5. And then, for this example, I know some of you can shoot for these higher spots, but if you help people, if you become silver by helping them become ventures, then you become silver. What would you do with your ventures then? Help them become silver so you could go to gold? It's that easy. It's just a 3 by 3 by 3 until you get to these higher positions of diamond where you need 4 qualified venture legs, but that 4th person can just be, or the 3rd person and the 4th person can just be people that are maintaining their venture spot. You could get 90% of all your income by just building 2 organizations. All right? So I know that probably was clear as mud for people that don't understand comp plans. But there we go. All right. So I wanted to show you guys where it is. How many people, when they got their backpack, I get to tell a funny story on myself. I did this already. But how many people got their backpack and they were looking at the newsletter and just going, oh my God, that newsletter is amazing. All right. So now I'm going to clear this here. Go back to English and click on the welcome kit. Everyone see it? The welcome kit. And when you click on it, you go down here, and here's that sales letter. So now could I send this sales letter to people by copying this link? When I seen everyone talking about this, and I was going like, me and Terry were going like, what the hell? We didn't get one. Well, it was in our backpack. But for any of you that have seen this and maybe didn't get it, if you're a customer, man, sending this to somebody is, they just have the best stuff, just the best stuff. Last thing I want to cover today, like I said, I promise I'll go back here if you guys have any questions. Right here, I've used the customer service. It is amazing. Also, in Craig in the Telegram group, I posted times for Saturday and Sunday. But would you post that in there for people that want to call it? And then what I'm going to do is I hope you guys don't mind, but if you guys, that's over here. I will talk about that. Why? Okay. So now we talked about resources. You can play around with all the organizational stuff for the love of God. It just, if you need questions as you're building it, if you went into your personally enrolled, you'd see them. What I wanted to cover here is under resources also, you have what is called view your rank certificates. Uh, Here, if you wanted to post them, I think it's pretty cool. Wanted to know how to get rid of this. There we go. All right. So you can click on here, and you get your certificate. Pretty cool. And when I made an order for Terry, because she hit gold when I placed a small order for her because I wanted more of the protein, um, it shipped her silver and her gold pin. So those of you that haven't done a personal order for this month, if you go back there and place an order, then they'll for free send you your silver and your gold pin, whatever one that you hit. So now let's finish this up by talking about commissions. Anybody like money? All right. Okay. So if you go in here under commissions, it not only breaks it all down, but so if you clicked into commissions, there's nothing there. You got two things. One is maybe it's a week or so before you get paid on your customers and your consultants. So again, you could call that number and say, hey, listen, can you check about where my commissions are? I think I should be getting paid. And they can share all the information that they want to here. And so you can see the whole breakdown on all of them here. And then what I do is if you scroll down here, then what you can see is exactly your business builder monthly, the person that came in, what they purchased, and you got 20% up front for those. Now, if I keep scrolling here, this goes into my customers. So this is my bonus off customers. So 2 people bought product. Holy cow. I don't even know who MDC 2834979 is, but I now just remembered. I'll go grab this number and go look in my MDC back office because this is pretty nice. But this person did not come in as a consultant. They bought all this product, which is pretty cool. And oh my God, these are all the other people that came in and just bought product. No, that's all my people that bought product in MDC. They just slid all of those commissions over. So now you can see if you had any customer commissions. And I don't know if there's anything at the bottom here. Let me look. Yeah. Okay. So these are all the people that I got paid off that decided to buy the sample, the $5, $19 sample thing. So this is all the customers I got there. And then this is a wholesale override of the people that are also on it. So you guys have seen this already, but that was the last week's check. Then this is the week before that. And this is the week before that. So I can break it all down, see who I got paid off for upfront money, then see my customers. Even got my son as a customer. Sent him a link, he bought it, and then they bought some more stuff. So that's pretty cool. And so I hope that helped you all. Again, we'll be able to always have that. I think that what we'll do is ask Craig really nicely if he'll cut that out and put it in the Immunotec. Let's all go, Craig. So people got questions, and what we'll do is, Shauna. Okay, but all of you, thank you, and what we'll do right now is just open it up for any other questions. Did you guys enjoy that? Did that help you a little bit? Okay, cool.
Awesome, Robert. What a great way to start and to help kind of get everybody on track. That was an overview. I agree that we should all look at and keep in mind. We'll go ahead and make sure that it gets posted. I think we'll post it in the Immunotec Health and Wealth section of the site.
Cool. And I started building a classroom for Immunotec, and we'll start putting that stuff in there too.
Awesome. Robert, thank you. That was a
You bet.
great overview. All right, so very simple. Once again, ask us anything is that's it. We just ask questions here, and so if you want to ask, Bill Shoemaker, you're coming up. Put your cursor in the middle of the screen where you see all these lovely faces. On the bottom, buttons will appear, one of which is raise hand. Click on that button, and we will call on you in the order in which we receive your request. Very, very simple. So that being said, there we go. Bill Shoemaker, please go ahead, open up, and share with us.
Thank you, the amazing Craig Jackman. Wow, that was amazing, Robert. That is something that we can really share with new people.
Thanks.
Yes, yes. So I'm super, super excited. So last night I was on the phone with my other mentor, or should you say frientor, Melody Ryba. And after yesterday, out of all you said, guess what happened to me?
Oh, yeah, the thoughts kicked in again? Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop. So anyway, she unscrewed my head, put it on correctly, and I got it. And now I can say the beautiful four words. I can do that,
Yes.
right? I can
Yes,
do that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
One of the things that I can say is, first of all, congratulations to Melody again. I mean, you know,
She's
there's
amazing.
you're talking about a almost 30-year-old company. They told us that they had like something like 5 million active customers, a million active consultants. Is that crazy? And out of a million active consultant, Melody is in the top 26. That's frickin' amazing. So congratulations. And all of us
Congratulations.
combined is number one. So when you guys see Hollis organization, you go, that's us. That's us. We're number one in the world. Finished off, December with only 15 days of hitting number one, Hollis organization. And we did it we did it in consultants. So we didn't do it in volume. There's some people that I'm sure that are in that company that make my volume look like we're not doing anything yet. But it's a good thing that they got a head start. But Bill, what I want to share with you too is that, man, this whole concept about, when I did that video that was very vulnerable for me, Tasmanian Devil, is man, when we really, really realized that we just overthink, Craig and I was talking about that before we jump on here, and we just overthink our overthinking and just destroy everything in our life. Just totally destroy everything in our life. And I was talking to Rebecca as well, and I was saying, it's not only that I went through those thoughts, and we'll cover this a little bit tomorrow, but it's not only that my thoughts got the best of me, but when you sit back, you go, why would I even have thoughts like that? And it's 100% that whatever you want to call this entity that attacks our thoughts, right, is they understand where I'm going. And so the best thing they could have did at that time is destroy my relationship with Chris and Josh. You see what I mean? It's like he's connected. All of them as a team are just cranking. I love that phrase, time will either promote you or expose you. And when you see, Josh speaking on stage for another company as a new platinum because he broke the record. Being honored and being honored in Mexico at the Diamond Convention. And he did that because he built incredible relationships with Chris Robinson, Robert Hollis, and Judy Stallings. Do you guys get that? It's like, so when he made a decision that he was going to do something new, which how much humility do you guys think it takes to be a CEO of a company that's done billions of dollars and just say, I'm going to sell it and become a rep? See, some of you can say, I get the selling. I totally get the selling. Why wouldn't you want to sell it and go off and create something new and bigger? Selling it and then stepping in as a rep to help the team that he brought over. That's pretty interesting, because now we get to see where the rubber meets the road. So it's really awesome. But after I had those thoughts, and then I found out that, by Chris reaching out to me, in a perfect world, I should have had the courage to pray about what I should have said to Chris and Josh. But thank God, and I mean this, they were nice enough people that they sensed something in me and they reached out, whether they got it through the spiritual internet or whatever. But Chris could tell there was something wrong. And then when he opened me up, he reached out to Josh and went, I don't know why Robert thinks this. And that my relationship was close enough with Josh that he's going, dude, man, that's not what's happening. Right? Now, the old Robert would have still destroyed relationships. For those of you that know about a company called ACN, American Communications Network, my downline in another company, NSA and Equinox, started that company. But because of my ego and being immature and being an overthinker, I destroyed my relationships with Tony and Mike Kupas. Because never in my mind that I thought tearing down their company when they were owners of the company was like me insulting their baby. But I was doing it because I felt that the world needed to know that one of the owners, Robert Stefanowski, sort of bamboozled them out of 50% of their stock. He did a hostile takeover, right, of the company. That's not for me to say. So now for Tony and Mike, I get to feel differently because overnight, Tony and Mike got to hear all this ugliness, whether it's true or not. And they go, who the hell did you hear that from? That's like inside information. From Robert Hollis. You guys hear that? And I know that it's gotten to him because I even wrote about him in my book. But it's like I destroyed that relationship because of overthinking. So now I'm a little more mature. And the next thing that you do, Bill, is you overthink and you get pulled out of the pocket. You get pulled out of the presence of God where you can just be in all love and reach out to everyone in love. And then when you realize that you overthought, you pulled yourself out of it, and you were intelligent enough, or should I say hard enough, where you talked to Melody and you got back to where you were supposed to be. Now guess how those awful thoughts can hit you. See, Bill, you're a loser. You always have been. You always quit on everything. You really so now the adversary will basically tell you that you slipped again. Like addicts, oh my God, I fell off the wagon. See what I mean? So when you fall off the wagon, now this is where your mind can really kick your ass. You see, I told you you couldn't do this. I told you couldn't stop drinking. I told you that I would get you. So now you got the guilt, the shame, all of this stuff. Yeah, you hurt all your family by doing this, and now you're back. So that's how it gets you. So one of the things I wanted all of you to hear is that after that Tasmanian Devil that I did, and thanks again, Craig, for always being up on everything and posting it, the one thing that I didn't do is as soon as I realized that it was me that did it and the stuff that I made up in my head was a lie, I didn't beat myself up for doing that. It was like, when you think that, like watching martial arts, it's like when you think you're indestructible, and then the next thing you wake up because someone's slapping you in the face, and you're like, what happened? And the other guy's running around the ring, celebrating that he just took your chance. It was like moments before that, and for the last couple of months, you've been telling everyone you're going to knock him out. And every once in a while, he got it a good punch. I didn't see it coming, but I'm happy. I'm a miracle. Now I get to go through all her stuff I heard washed by the word. And I can say, stronger is he that is in me than he that's in the Lord, in the earth. And then now I can just start reverberating that stuff, get back into it. And now I can go out and connect and make some impact in other people's lives for sure.
Okay, I've got a list. I've got a list.
A list of what?
So, questions about what we're doing.
Holy cow. All right.
Well, me and
I thought you talked to Melody. Is there anything that I can tell you?
No, wait a minute, wait a minute.
What Melody told you to do?
This is what me and Melody came up with, okay? After we were done in our moments,
okay,
we got into our head thinking moments. We put our thinking caps on.
That scares me.
So one of the things was the playlist that we created, that we're supposed to create.
Okay.
So we figure, and Luke mentioned this too. He goes, well, I thought things were supposed to be simple, not complicated. If people have to go out there and make a playlist and have a YouTube channel to
do... they don't have to. They can just share my playlist.
Right, but with your link in it. So
where's my link?
In your videos.
There's a link that says more info to the rest of the videos.
No, there's a link that's right to your Immunotec. There is. I've been there.
So you think that people would click on that link?
Well, sure. Why wouldn't they?
I'm saying, why would they?
Because it's there.
You're thinking, if you're going to think, fucking tell me why you think that.
Okay. Well,
didn't I just show you my paychecks?
Huh?
Did I show you my paychecks?
Yeah.
Just now.
Yeah.
Did you scroll down there and see anyone that you referred to it being on there? No.
Okay, well, that's just a question we came up with. I mean,
that's fine.
Just being honest.
Well, it's okay to be honest, but we just got done talking about what thinking does. And now you guys said you went to thinking. You told everybody, including me. We got together and thought about this stuff. And we thought about Lucas saying it's difficult and this is not easy. And we're not sharing your playlist because it's got your link in it. And you don't do it because my link's in it because you think I'm going to steal your people. Does any of that sound like what God has planned for your life? No. Okay. So if you had faith and you shared my playlist, I guarantee you that people will reach back to you and go, what's next?
Well, we just needed that question answered. That's all.
Right. But I wouldn't have reacted the way I reacted if you didn't tell me why you thought it was wrong.
Right. Exactly.
Thought.
Well, yeah, of course. Of course. Dino's the devil.
No doubt.
We talked about, yeah. So, okay, and a limited wisdom on affiliates. There's no affiliates that show up in our affiliate back office when we bring somebody in. Is that something that just doesn't show until they buy something, or?
I don't know. That might be a...
Well,
do you mean when you invite somebody?
Question for a school.
You mean like when you invite somebody? Because if you invite somebody in, it shows you as their inviter.
Nope, don't get nothing.
Under members?
I really truly believe, Matt, that they have to buy something.
No, I mean,
are we talking?
Hold on 1 second.
Are we talking school or are we talking Immunotec?
Unlimited wisdom.
Like this? Is this person? Like, see, if they come in just off of us, it'll just say free or lifetime access, right? If they're invited by your specific link, it should say who invited them.
Thank you, Daryl.
It doesn't say it on our end.
Where?
Doesn't say anything on our back office. We both
I'll have to
looked
look
at
into
it.
that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I'll
invite
look in
everybody.
that. If you maybe why you can't see it is because you're not an administrator, and you would be able to look into the members group and see who other people brought in. So maybe that's not information. Maybe that's not information you're supposed to have. What we could do is reach out to school and ask that question.
And well, I think also there should be a leaderboard for that.
But that's out of my control.
Okay, well, that's just a question. I'm just asking.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can't call up, Tesla and tell them I know you got a lot of Teslas coming out, but this is something that I want you to put on the rest of the Teslas.
Right. Well, I thought since it was your school that you had control of that stuff, so I guess
No,
I'm wrong about
school, Bill, school is owned by school.
that. Yeah.
It's not.
But that's
I wish Robert Hollis owned school, but I don't
okay.
own school.
All right. Okay. So another thing is now that we have premium, I post on Facebook. So should I be posting events that are on premium on Facebook, or is that a no-no?
I think I would post anything that would get somebody excited enough to join up.
Okay. Well, that's what I did before, and I was ostracized for it with your events.
What? I see some posts in here. Why does it's not just me that thinks that you're like being like attacking, why don't we have this?
No, they're just questions. I want my questions answered. That's not attacking. I just want to make sure I'm doing the right stuff.
So do you take responsibility for the way that you ask the questions?
Okay, so how should I have asked it?
Not where it sounds like you're saying, why ain't this happening? Why ain't that happening? Why ain't that happening? Accusatory. Why? Yeah, it's like I'm feeling it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And then I thought that maybe I'm misunderstanding this, but then other people are going like, no, this is very negative.
Well, then maybe I should have posted
Like
these
I've been,
questions on a
Bill, I've
private
been in a
conversation.
situation myself where like mentally we put all of these roadblocks in front of us of like that you come into like an area where you're thinking about something you really want to do. And then your brain goes, yeah, but what if it's the wrong affiliate link? Yeah, but what if it's the wrong video? Yeah, but what if it's this? What if it's that?
What if Robert steals our people?
Yeah, truth be told, if you say you brought someone into Unlimited Wisdom and they reached out to us and went, hey, I actually came in through Bill, we would rectify that situation. If someone came in through Immunotec and reached out and said, hey, Bill actually brought us in, it's very easy to move you in Immunotec in comparison to any other company that we.
In fact, Lucas, when he signed up, Lucas, his son, went under somebody else. And the Robert Hollis that you guys all know went out of his way and made sure that Lucas got put underneath Bill.
Yeah. So it's always I think the response is it's like most of the time when your brain immediately goes to let me make a list of like things that are in my way, that is like a pattern that I have too. The easiest way to get out of that pattern is to not accept it or not to like go down that path. Right? Because if you're going down a path where you're like, I need this, oh man, like things are tight or things are this way or things are that way. I need this. Truth be told, like just need to do stuff, right? Like that's the reality, like in a lot of ways. And I deal with this myself. You just need to get started and do it and forget about all of that stuff and let things like fall where they're supposed to be and trust. Like I don't even believe in God. Trust that the process is going to work out the way that it's supposed to. You know what I mean? Like it's difficult to get there, but like that truthfully is kind of what I'm feeling from what you're sharing. Because for what I'm feeling from what you're sharing is that there's just a lot of barriers between you and inviting people. And if that's the case,
no, it's not the case at all.
Yeah.
It's not the case at all. And I'm not being I'm not mad or about anything. I'm not trying to pick it apart. I just had questions. So I guess I should have done that privately. That would have been the
No, I think this
better
is a
thing to
fine
do.
place. I think that it's a fine place to do it. I
No
just
more
think,
questions for me because obviously I offended Robert.
No,
So I'm done.
yeah, I personally, I personally thought that I don't know why he's saying this, because when you're talking to somebody, Bill, faith is faith, right? When Josh said that we're going from MDC over to Immunotech and all we need to do is tell everyone to go there, I didn't ask the questions that you just asked me. I could have.
but you did that from a place of trust, right? Not a
Yeah,
place of scared. Like maybe you have experiences where people have screwed you over, right? And so therefore you're worried about that possibly. But
yeah.
I'm not worried about anything. They were just questions. The reason you got offended
okay.
about it, I'm sorry.
I
Really
understand
am.
now where you're coming from.
I'll
I'm
take.
not, I'm not, I'm not mad or upset
Let's
or
move
anything.
on. Let's move
Yeah.
on. I'll take 1,000 personal responsibility for it. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. Now we can move on and help the rest of the people.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
I hope you forgive me too, because that's just I guess my old alcoholic self acting up.
Well, sometimes it's the last word. Got to get the last word. Craig?
All right. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Let's see. Let me get caught up here. All right. So here's who we got coming up on deck. Bill, thank you very much. We got Dana Scranton, Melody Ryba, David Ponciano, Mike Dean. But first, a question from Star Lucas that she posed. So let me do this and this. Okay, Robert, here is the question from Star. Does the weight of a person make a difference on how many times a day they should take it?
Wow. Again, I'm going to refer you to Immunotec. I really think that's a question. My overthinking is still there. I just know how to shut it down. So when I first got Immunotec, my first thought, is there a better time to take it than another time? Is it better to take it in the morning? Is it better to take it in the afternoon? Should I take it at night? And it does make a difference if I ask them on what time zone I am. You guys, I'm just human. I'm just human. So when I have those thoughts of asking questions, then just reach out to the people that are the experts. The other question is, can I take too much? Can I, if I heard a person do a testimony and they said they were taking 4 packs, is there too much? I would really, really honestly share with you guys that, look for the doctors that are talking about Immunotec, because I think that, if you watch their videos, I've learned so much from them. Me and Coach Bob were talking about this, and I couldn't remember what video it was, but believe it or not, the reason how they found out about glutathione levels is because 2 doctors couldn't understand that these doctors were specialties and doing certain surgeries. Say one doctor just does hip replacements like crazy, or another doctor does heart surgery, or whatever, bypasses. And what they noticed was that, why would they do all these surgeries and do them all the same? And some person, they're saying, wow, we're looking at how fast you're healing. Do a little bit of walking, and they do, and they say, okay, you can go home. And then another patient has that exact same surgery and never leaves the hospital. I had a dear friend of mine go in for you guys know what it is, but it's like if someone has like some of their intestines like starting
Autoimmune disorder?
No, it's some of their intestines start poking through their stomach, or are poking through the muscles. I don't remember what that is.
Hernia?
Winter. I had a dear friend of mine, go in for a hernia operation. They told him it was going to be an outpatient and it was going to last 2 hours. His girlfriend drops him off, goes shopping, comes back, and he's dead. And so we hear awful things like this. So one of the things that these doctors did 45 years ago is started doing a study on the people that weren't so good versus the people that were good. And they came up with a conclusion that they found the people that didn't do good after a surgery was because they had low glutathione levels. Isn't that crazy? And for me, when I'm trying to understand this, how many people do you guys think you could reach out to? And if you just ask this question, what do you think their answer would be? Scott, on a scale to 1 to 10, how important do you think our immune system is? On a scale to 1 to 10, 1. So it's not very important. Go like this. So all of us know this, and we know how important the immune system is, because sometimes when you go to the hospital or do things, they actually tell you things to do to build your immune system. When you decide to go on a trip, how many people have a thought in their mind, maybe I should do some stuff to build up my immune system before I go to the airport and hang around all these people? You know what I mean? So one of the things that's really, really remarkable about that is just, I don't know the answers, but I would steer you toward the doctors and watching videos of doctors. And then I'd also reach out to Immunotec and very simply say to them, how much can you take? Da 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 da. So again, all the questions that you have about stuff like that, I would definitely tell you to go to Immunotec before listening to somebody else, right? I'll listen to some doctors, even some doctors are off.
All right. Thank you so much, Star, for the question. Okay, so Mike Dean, thank you so much for your patience. We still have lots of hands up, so we're going to roll right on through. Let me see. Where are you, Mike? I know you're here. It's my list I'm looking at. There you go. I'm going to go ahead and open you up, ask you to unmute, and please share. Welcome. Glad to see you.
Good to be seen.
Yeah, good to be seen. Hi, Mike.
How you doing, Robert?
Blessed and highly favored and deeply loved. Thank you.
I know that's right.
How are you?
Same.
Good.
Getting better. But just to elaborate on your question about the hernia, that's called an umbilical hernia. I know that because I had one and I had to have it fixed like in 17. It was sticking through my belly button, so I don't even have a belly button anymore. They took that out.
Damn. I'm sorry.
I had a medicine ball around my neck, and I had to keep it in there for a week. And I had tubes going in. Oh, it was a mess. But yeah, it was no walk in the park. It wasn't fun. But anyway, my question is, Trish and I were both, we talked to Melody for a couple hours. Last night, was it? Night before last.
Okay.
And she really helped me a lot to get my computer set up.
She's amazing.
Because I'm very computer illiterate. And so.
But getting better and better every day.
Exactly.
Robert, aren't you using the wrong term?
Gooder and gooder.
Thank you.
Yeah. And hi, Trish.
Trish, he said hi. All right, so we got on. She tried at first to get the sample packet.
Okay.
And she said that it wouldn't allow her. Hold on.
Alexa off.
Alexa kicked on.
Okay.
It wouldn't allow her to sign up or sign in or anything to order that sample packet. So I then tried it from my phone, and I got the same thing. It said, hers said her email was already associated with an account.
Right.
And I didn't get that, but it just said that my email was either wrong or my password was wrong. And I'm like, okay, so how are we going to do this?
Well, apologize for you guys having difficulties, but you guys were part of MDC.
Right.
So when Immunotec bought MDC, they brought over their whole entire database. And when they brought up the data, brought over the database, if you're using the emails that you had in MDC, that's what stopped you. So everyone was using it to come over before the end of November. And now that the end of November is over, now when you do that, they're always going, they want you to call instead of just saying call customer service. They're going to want you to call customer service and say, listen, I can't sign up. And then they say, what email did you use? And then what they're going to do is make sure that you go underneath the right people that you were under in MDC.
Gotcha.
And so Trish couldn't do it because maybe she was the first person that signed up and then maybe you signed under her or
Right.
vice versa, right?
Right. Yep.
And so yeah, so that's what happened there. And so what I have said to people is I go, listen, if you're really thinking about doing business with us, it's a money back guarantee. So why not just, look at some of the packages to see what other products you want to try. But if you just want to do the sample, then, then I would suggest that you go through customer service, but an easier way of doing it is, come up with Mike Immunical at Gmail, create a whole new email address, or use an email that you've already made up that's not tied to MDC.
Gotcha.
Because wasn't you and Trish front level to Terry and I?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, she signed up under Terry and then I signed up under Trish.
Yeah, got it. So yeah, so that would be what you would have to do is come up with a new email address, and there was even some people that that was just a difficulty. So I'm sorry that both you and Trish had a difficulty doing that, but I know Trish has also been talking to Terry.
I like Terry.
Move it this way.
Hi. I don't know how you get cuter every time I see you, but you pulled it off.
It comes with old age.
So yeah, you can. I know Terry has maybe been getting back to you fast enough because she's out visiting Ezra.
She sent me a picture of the grandson. He's adorable.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So, any more questions?
No, I think that's it. Melody's been doing a really great job with reaching out, and I mean,
She's amazing.
like the week of Thanksgiving, I spent probably over an hour on the phone with her. And then 2 nights ago, it was what, 2.5 hours we were with her. And
yeah, trust me. If I'm one of these people that will always say this. I believe that people should work with people that they want to work with. There's always been this for 39 years. I've been in this industry, and this whole concept about, well, you originally signed under this person, so you need to stay there. You know what I mean? I'm going like, no. And I even know how to, I found out just recently because I haven't done this very much, but people can go to, the South Dakota or Washington, some of these states, they have their Secretary of State. And so you can go there and for, $5 to $20, you can do a doing business as or a fictitious name report, and you can do it right online. And so now all of a sudden you come up with Trish and Mike Immunical or whatever, and now you got a fictitious, now you go to the IRS and you can get an EIN number, and that's an employee identification number that's tied to the new fictitious name, and now you can sign up with the EIN if they try to tie you down by your social security number.
right.
So just you become creative.
Right. Well, sure.
So if both of you decide to sign under Melody, that I don't care.
Oh, it doesn't matter, to us. I mean, I've known both of you probably about the same amount of time. I think actually we met Melody because Scott Kloster.
Yeah, the Reacher, man.
Right.
That's who introduced me to Melody.
Yeah.
And here's one thing. If you decide to go to Melody instead of signing front level to Terry, there is a disadvantage. I have to be just honest, right? Because if you sign under Melody, you get support upline from Melody, Terry, and me. And so if you sign under Terry, it's just Terry and me. And if you signed under me, it's just me. So the disadvantage of signing directly to me is you don't get the help of Melody and Terry.
Right.
Right.
And you're probably going, that doesn't sound like a disadvantage to me.
Right.
Good one.
And yeah, so
I'm making notes.
Yeah, so the other thing that I'll be teaching people is not only how to put people under people, but the reasons for doing so. So the strategy of the compensation plan is building 3 legs all the way to the top. And you have to build 3 legs to become a silver. When I came in, I had 38 people front level. And what I did is I just started dropping them under other people. So help some people get silver, help some people get gold. And so, yeah, so nice to see you both again.
Yeah, well, good to be seen. And I do have one more quick question.
Good.
I was in school and looking at the videos, and the baby step one I've watched twice, and then the one after that, and then the one after that. But it doesn't show that I've looked at them or watched them all the way through. Is there something that I'm doing wrong that it's not?
I think you personally have to click up at the top that you're done with that video.
Okay.
Meaning the check mark.
Yeah, there's a little check mark on each video, and you have to hit that check mark so it doesn't do it automatically for you.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll check that out.
Thanks,
Okay, cool.
Robert.
Thank you. Thanks,
All right,
Trish. Thanks, Mike. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Mike, thank you very much. Great to see you and have you participating.
Thanks, Craig.
All right. So we got coming up a question from David Menetre. But first, before that, Dana Scranton, Melody Ryba, and now David Ponciano.
Cool.
David, go ahead, open up, and please share with us.
Hi, David.
Hang on, I just sent him the unmute. Okay, David, look at your screen. Oh, there you go.
You got it?
You got it.
Okay.
Talk to me, David. How are you?
Oh, Very good. This one, when I lighten up the mood a little bit. But anyway, Robert, thanks for the coaching earlier today. That head versus heart, okay, because I can tell obviously the difference.
Man, you people feel when you're in your head immediately. Yeah, when you're coming from your heart, that's when people feel it, and when they feel it, they trust it. When you're coming from your head, it's you're thinking too much about it, and when you think about it, it's like we've all been around people that when you're around them and you see that they're thinking, and you're just like, isn't this a common phrase? Just spit it out. Just spit it out. When people are stuttering, they're overthinking. Mel Tillis is an old country western singer, but there's a lot of entertainers like this. When you normally talk to them, you can't understand them because they stutter so much. And as soon as they start singing, the stutter's gone. Why would, when they sing, they wouldn't stutter? Because one's coming from the mind, the other one's coming from the heart.
Right.
Pretty powerful, huh?
Very, very powerful, and wow, big difference, and it's like night and day. But actually, Robert, one more thing. Sport is my favorite right now.
What? Show that?
The sport.
Oh, I love the sport. I love the sport. Yes.
And then with the boosters is even better. But I was trying the ultimate. Oh no, the platinum, right? The gray one. And so anyway, I'm going, oh, let me try the gray one. And my brother starts asking, oh, what's that about? Blah blah. So then I went to the app, looked it up on the app, found it, and then I printed it out and then gave it to him. So it was like night and day. And then he's looking like, okay, okay, and then he just went away. So
Yeah,
it was
when people ask me what's in the product, what's the ingredients, I send them a link. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And then
yeah.
what I have done with people, because I've never had this before, so you got to come from your heart. And I tell people all the time, it's like they go, well, tell me a little bit about the product. And I said, I'd rather send you a link of a doctor Zooming with other doctors on why the product's more important.
Mhm.
They're like, what? I go, yeah, there's a doctor that's not only a famous doctor, but he's written some of the best books in the world about the subject. See, I don't say the word, glutathione. And I said, why don't I just send you a link from a link from this doctor, and he's doing a Zoom sharing and educating other doctors why they should put their patients on it.
Oh, great. But Robert, do you explain or do you just direct people to links and so you
Yeah.
don't right?
Point, guide, and direct. I'm Mr.
Yeah.
Point, guide, and direct.
Yeah, that's
So point them, guide them, point them, guide them,
yeah, don't
and yeah, direct them. Yeah.
okay, yeah, great. But I'm an app guy, so I'm very happy and also thanks for sharing the unlimited people to talk to that was really that was amazing. So anyway, see what
Thank
else you
you.
got.
Thank you. Well, I'm proud of you, David, and I believe in you. And my some of my new statements that I'm going to learn to say because they come to my mind. I used to say that the only reason that people don't move forward in life because they have nothing to look forward to. That's still a saying of mine. But I also say if people are not emotionally connected with their imagination, they're not going to act. Right? Now,
Right.
I just know that people don't act because they think too much.
Mhm.
That's
Yep, that's definitely that was
yeah.
I'm thinking
It's
all the
like
time. Yeah, I'm thinking with okay, what about this and that and what if this happened? And yeah, so
yeah.
I'm not
So
yeah.
how do you again? The only way to get away from thinking is the lack of faith. You know what I mean? Is just very simply watch videos
Mhm.
that make you feel something
Mhm.
and then share them.
Got it.
So people go, I'm thinking too much. Great. Go watch the playlist, get re-excited, and
Mhm.
then share the playlist.
Just great. Okay, Robert, thanks so much for everything. And
Thank you, David. I
also,
love you, man. I'm proud
we
of you.
can, yeah, love you too. And I'll wait. And also the demo, the presentation on the compensation. What you? I mean, that blew. That was. I'm going 3 legs, and you gotta get.
Yeah,
like wow.
it's I I knew that other people had been successful in the company. So all I did is I built a group of 300 people through faith instead of asking questions.
Mhm. Wow.
So yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Okay, Robert. I'll let
God bless you.
you too. Thanks for everything,
You bet.
and all the way to the top. Not stopping it.
Again, if you need
So,
anything, reach out to me.
okay.
You
Okay,
bet. I
Robert.
love you. Bye.
Yeah, I love you too. Take care.
David, thank you very much. Appreciate you, man. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Melody Ryba. Melody, I know you kind of took your hand down, but are you still wanting to share with us?
Yes, I'm here. I didn't
All
know he took
right.
my hand down, so thank
I
you.
I had
You,
no,
you
no, no,
know
no. I did not do
what
that.
what Craig has been doing recently, and we noticed that is this: if you just raise your hand, for some reason, I don't know if it's Zoom or whatever, that Craig raises his hand, And then it shows up, and Craig's like, "Why is that there?" So
No, well, that's for
I wanted
me.
to. Craig is the best. I sometimes I just think I need to raise my hand before we even get to it,
Oh,
and
so I'm
then
getting you
and
telepathically
then
then, right?
yeah, and then Craig is just like unmuting us, and I was like, what? What? Craig is awesome. So
yeah,
hi,
he is.
Robert. I love you so
I
much.
love you, and I'm so proud of you. Thank you for helping all these people.
Well, they're my friends, and I want to help them. Um,
It pays off,
yeah.
doesn't
So
it? You help a bunch of people,
it
and everybody goes,
it sure does.
how did you get that 55 on your hat? And you know, that's faith. That's loving people, and that's giving and knowing that it's going to come back, and you don't know how it's going to come back. You just know it is.
Right. Right. Well, I don't even think about it coming back. It's just they've been such a blessing to me. I met Mike and Trish in Indiana. Remember when we went to Indiana all of
Yep.
those years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was that was a long time ago. So,
Yeah.
anyways, mo- I have two short questions for you.
Okay.
One is, what was the purpose of you sharing with us multiple times the Google Drive link for what that had, has all that incredible information in it?
When I always taught that since, 2000, I've been teaching that. I also taught that in ACN. There's two groups of people, Melody. Two groups.
Mhm.
One, that they have a little bit of confidence and belief in themselves as far as technology. And if they have a little bit of faith and belief and the ability to use technology, now they can go to Google Drive. They can download the same videos that I did on my playlist, and they can put it on their own YouTube channel, or take any one of those videos, the testimonials or whatever, and post it on any other of their social media.
Right. So what I did in the beginning is I was just sharing from your YouTube,
Yep.
your list, right?
You
Okay.
you you
And
you
then,
you every time I do a post, people will notify this, but we understand that, again, there's scarcity thinking, and then there's faith. And
right,
when people share something with someone and it encourages them and they like it, the person that is interested always reaches back to the person that shared the post. They go, wow, that was interesting. And so when I was in, the first company that I met you in was Gano Excel. But believe it or
hmm
not, in some of the videos that I shared, because I shared them and I put advertising to them, I did have my link in them if I'm advertising. But never ever has anyone went, hey, thanks a lot for the information. I'm signing up with someone different. That's never happened in my entire career.
yeah,
So since you and I have known each other, you've been sharing videos that I've done. I've posted them online. You shared those videos on all social media and made over $1 million.
right,
So it
right.
it it definitely works.
And giving your book away.
But
Okay, so
there are some people that just go, and I know it sort of brings up a little bit about what me and Bill were talking about, and I love him as a brother. And there are some people that have reached out to me and go, well, there's no way I'm sharing your stuff, which sounds like the power of faith big time. And so then I go, well, listen, if you don't want to share my links, here's a Google Drive, download those videos. You can build a YouTube channel for free and download those videos and put them on social media. Build your own YouTube channel. I'm going to give you the resources. Now, when you're talking to super geeks like Matt and Coach Bob, they never asked for a Google Drive ever because they already stole the videos.
Yeah,
they
I
went
have to edit
you.
them down for my own enjoyment. So
Yeah, I never even thought about it. Craig's that kind of wizard too.
anybody else here, when you watch a YouTube video, speed it up, you know?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
See, that's higher than my level of technology. So still to this date, oh my God, Ezra.
Oh, let me bring that back up. It was too quick for
I
people.
can hear
Sorry.
him cooing.
There we go.
Oh yeah, he's trying to talk.
Wow, what a cutie.
Howdy, howdy.
Hi,
He
love.
keeps this up, he's going to be moderator, and I'm going to to be replaced.
Grandma when she walks around with a spit rag on her shoulder.
She's in ultra grandma mode for this is the last weekend we got her, and then she's out on Monday. Back to you. So,
all right. So did that help you, Melody?
Okay, so I have it ingrained in my head. Do what you do.
Yeah.
So, okay. So as my confidence built, you told me build a YouTube channel, and then you guys shared the Google Drive links. And so then I'm like, okay, well now I need to put this on my YouTube channel, and I created a playlist like you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the question I get from everybody all the time is, how do I create a playlist? How do I download? How do I upload? And now everybody wants this, but you taught me if you have to teach somebody something more than you get that same question once or twice, you make a video, you share that with them.
Yeah.
Right? Because I mean, I love Mike and Trish.
What happened,
I'll spend a lot of
Melody,
time with them, but not with everybody.
what happened is I was asking Matt all the questions that people ask me, and Matt goes, "Hey, let me send you a link." And I said, "I just asked you a freaking question. Why do you got to send me a link?" And Matt sent me a link, and it was how to create a YouTube channel. So you go to YouTube and you put in how to create a YouTube channel, and there's a video that shows you how to create a YouTube channel. And then I go, all right. So I created a YouTube channel. And then Matt's like, I go to Matt and I said, hey, how do you create a playlist? And he sends me a link from YouTube that says how to create a playlist in YouTube.
Right. But here's the thing, we could not find one to show how to create maybe we should just do it in two separate things, but how to create a YouTube playlist. And then the other one is that from your Google Drive link, how to download and upload into YouTube. And it's simple, it's drag and drop.
I'll do those videos for you.
Well, when you said you were going to be putting videos in the Immunotec section of Unlimited Wisdom, I was just like, glory, hallelujah.
Well,
glory,
yes,
hallelujah.
For some of you, you know that I've been using Loom, right? So Mary Valchek reached out to me recently, and she said, here, if you want to push people to, wow, the queen, Melody is the queen of accountability, accountability buddy, right? And what I did is I would tell people, listen, you really want to take a step, Coach Bob, there we go. Coach Bob loves accountability. Is you tell people, listen, if you build the playlist on your YouTube channel, there's going to be something that's really going to expose you big time. So I'm going to show you how to download a video from Google Drive, how to put it on your desktop or whatever, then upload it to your YouTube channel. Because now every time that you reach out to me and say that you don't think it's working, I get to go to your YouTube channel and see that your videos on your playlist have no views. So that's when you really can hold people accountable. You go, so now that we created your own playlist on your own YouTube channel, you're not sharing it? Well, I got another excuse. Let me tell you about it. I was thinking about thinking, and it's just it is just funny, you know what I mean? But I can do those videos really quick. So what I did with Mary is I used Loom, and I just went in and clicked on Loom, and I just did a short video for her. But I'll do it for the group, and I go, okay, here I go. I go into Unlimited Wisdom. I click on Google Drive. I click on this video. It says download. I download it to my desktop. And I go to Facebook or, YouTube. I click on upload. I upload the video that I just put on there. There it is.
Right.
And
Well, and
people go, yeah.
we have several people that are, in their 70s, and they're not, okay, so I'm just going to have them share yours. That's it.
Good.
So, right, right. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah,
But
me
I keep
personally.
hearing,
Hey,
do what you do.
now listen. Let me again. This seems to sort of keep coming back to Bill like asking questions, but listen to this. When Josh said that he was going to Immunotec, he reached out to me and said, Robert, you need to share the $1 billion run.com. I did not
Right.
call up Josh and go, are you effing kidding me? How do I know that do I know that people are going to get credit from that? Do I know that my people are going to go to somebody else? Is there a leaderboard? Is there no, I didn't say any of that. And I broke a record to executive, Diamond, because I sent everyone to $1 billion run.com. Then when we had the deal on the 15th, I posted it on all social media and shared that as well. It just, for me, and that's the struggle. When someone 1000% believes in faith of where they can go, and then people ask them how you do that, it could just be nice and asking questions, but it's like, dude, man, I don't have an answer for you. I just don't know why I have faith. Share a link that people tell me to. Now I'm in Immunotec, and when I'm in there, and it said, "Hey, you can share these samples." I clicked on share, and I copied, and I shared it. The thought in my mind is like, why would Immunotec allow this to happen? Someone go into somebody else's group. Oh my God, it did happen. It did happen. Some people must have clicked on the link. It cookied it or did whatever. Technology does it best. And then I had a person reach out to me and go, man, I'm signed up now. Wow, now what's next? And I said, listen, can you please send me the email that they sent you? And they said, sure. And they sent the email just like Lucas did for me, just like Bill did for me. And then I reached out to customer service and I went, can you help me with this? And they go, oh, I see. I see exactly what happened. Yeah, we'll get that handled. And the next thing I knew, that person showed up, and then Bill showed up in my group, and then Lucas underneath Bill. So, yeah, I think I had that same kind of relationship with school. So if someone said, listen, I seen this person paid for this part, and they love it, but I didn't get compensated for it. We'll get that taken care of.
Yeah. Well, you're amazing like that. You've always been. You've always been that, and always giving us the easy button. And of course, we're the
God,
ones that complicate things.
God,
So
I'm writing
I
that
love
down.
you.
I'm writing that down. I haven't used that in years, Melody. Melody keeps bringing me back to stuff. How many remember the button that well, that was easy. Well,
Yeah.
that was easy. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's one of the things I think that's so important right now, Melody, about unlimited wisdom is I used to tell people, just bottom line, and again, I'll cover this tomorrow, is that I used to tell people, listen, if you overthink, you're overthinking and you're constantly negative and you don't know why bad things are happening to you, stop it. All of you guys have seen the Bob Newhart because I just think that's one of the funniest videos out there.
Right.
It's like, freaking stop that. Stop that.
Hmm.
Now, mentally, I'm like, they can't. They need to surrender and ask for help. And I love what Matt said. I don't believe in God, but I trust something. So I'm okay with him saying he doesn't believe in God and he trusts something, because now he's just got to figure out what created the trust thing. So it's okay not to believe. It's just like, that's still faith to me. You know what I mean? The faith is like, hey, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to get the right ideas.
Right. It's like when we wake up in the morning, you sit up out of bed and you have faith that floor is not going to be under your feet.
It's so good. So good.
Yeah.
I got a great story to tell you guys tomorrow. You know, one of the things is just, I'll say this statement, Melanie, then we can move on. I shared with you guys just the other day. I don't know if I was talking to Bill when I shared this, but I just said, it was me that thought that I should start the Bible at the beginning. I never asked God. It's crazy to me how many things that we ask ourselves. No wonder we struggle. No wonder our lives are not where they're supposed to be in every. So right after I talked to Bill, and I know it was Bill because he told me about his mom's Bible, that she had when she was, at her wedding, and he's holding it up now. And so right away when I got done there, do you guys realize? I said, well, listen, this is what I did. I started at the beginning, and then right away I got convicted, and I said, I'll change that. I told you guys I was going to go ask. And when I asked, it was like I held the Bible, I prayed, I started running my finger through it, stopped right there, opened it up. It was 1 Corinthians 13:13.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
And when I read that, I immediately started crying. Because it's Paul sharing a letter to people about how you need to be with other people. And why the church was so messed up, because everyone was fighting and into politics and into overthinking. And Craig and I had a talk right before we got on here because he was raised Jewish. And it's like, you either believe that God is there, and if you think, you self-destruct yourself. You either trust in God, or you self-destruct by overthinking your thinking. Isn't that crazy? So,
yeah.
When people just go, I wonder what God said about this. I wonder what Jesus said about this. And so I'm reading through there, and me and Matt talked a little bit about it. And it was like, it's some stuff that and then you got to figure out why you know that. And what, Paul was saying is that, listen, when you're talking to someone who's poor, do not try to impress them by edifying yourself or promoting yourself or sharing with them how long you've been connected with me and your wisdom and your knowledge. Is anyone here guilty of, before you talk to somebody, you got to tell them why they should listen to you? See, that's self-edification. I do that. It's like, hey, I have a couple of questions. I'm not sure if you know the answer. Well, listen, I've been in network marketing for 39 years. See, it's like, I've been at top of 7 companies. And so it's said in there that when you're talking to someone, that what you need to do, for our words, not the biblical words, is just look at them and see if you can get to their level, if you can walk a mile in their shoes. Because the way they can share the gospel should be based on the way they can hear it, not trying to impress them with your vocabulary. Did you guys catch that? And I was going like, damn, this is where all the personal development came from in the world. So it was like, listen, when you're trying to talk to people the gospel, can you get at their level? And I know some people say, well, there's gifts of the Spirit. I'll leave it at this. And it says, if the gifts of the Spirit, through your faith, that you receive the gifts of healing, teaching, prophecy, speaking in tongues. You know who should know about it? Nobody. Because there's people out there that are constantly trying to impress people. I read the Bible 20 times and I got a gift and I can heal. And I got a gift and I can prophesy and the God talks to me and I also can speak in tongues. Why are you saying all that to a person? Self-edification.
Wow.
There's really no other reason to tell a person that you're that close to God, that you pray this much. That was like, I was reading it and I was going like, thank you. Thank you. So, Melody, thank you so much for bringing that up.
Thank you, Robert. And you've always taught that. Meet people where they are.
Yeah. So I'm
So,
proud
thank
of
you.
you, man. Looking at that whole list and seeing your name on there.
I had no idea, Robert. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? I mean, tears started pouring down my cheeks with, what? What?
I'm so
That's
super.
amazing.
You keep helping people the way you've helped people, not at the beginning, because you needed help.
Right. I
But
need a lot of help.
yeah, but once you get that, it's like yeah, just I instead of trying to think about it, just think about what other people are doing and ask them, try to find documented people. And Melody could leave here tonight and go out and reach for people. I don't know if she's like this. You guys know she's not, but she could reach out to people and say, "Hey, I just found out on the Ask Us Anything that I'm involved in a 29-year-old company that's got millions of people in it, and I'm 26 in the world." How many of you know that's not Melody? Yeah. So I love you.
Point, guide, and direct to you, Robert. I love you so much. You're amazing.
All
Okay.
right, Melody. And for those of you who are wondering what Robert and Melody were referring to, that number 55 that you see on her hat means that she is the 55th person that Robert has helped to become a millionaire.
Woo woo.
So, you know what? There's some credentials there.
Yes.
There really are. And Melody, love and appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing.
But also being, the first gold, you know what I mean? Our whole organization, just like she was the first 25K in MDC. Yeah, she practice preaches.
Exactly. So thank you so much for sharing, Melody. Love and appreciate you. All right. Let's go ahead and go to Dana Scranton. Dana, there's your unmute. Please go ahead, open up, and share with us.
All right. Well, thank you, Craig. Thank you for all the dialogue.
Hi, Dana. How are you, man?
Well, I'm doing pretty well. We got a big thaw going on up here, and it's flooding the hell out of everything, but that's okay.
You're one of those people that said this would be a great place to build this house because it's higher than the rest.
Well, that's where this house is. We're 1,500 feet above the valley floor, but
yeah,
down where the arena's at, it sits right next to a creek.
Oh no!
Which is running right on the borderline. So I gotta get down there and fire up the tractor and go dig myself a trench. But having said that,
you get a bunch of snow.
We got a lot of snow, but now within the last 4 days, that snow has melted. It's been warm up here. It's 47 degrees out right now.
Yeah, and that's coming our way tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, you're gonna get the meltdown.
Yep,
yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Okay, we're at 37. We're at 37. We're at 3,700 feet. So I'm really okay.
Yeah. Well, as long as you're above where the rest of the water is, that's okay. Yeah, up here on the mountain, we're the trail down below me's sopping wet, and the skiers trying to go around it. It's fun. They come over what they think is snow, and there's nothing under it. Pow! They eat it, and the ski patrol hasn't put up the signs yet. So, well,
so how can I?
Okay, well, a couple of things. First of all, Thank you for the voluminous daily wisdom videos. I finally went in there and took a look at them. And you and I have known each other quite a while, and a lot of those topics are classic Robert Hollis, but they have been improved well beyond a few years. So
Wow, thank
for
you.
those who
That means a
haven't watched
lot.
it,
It means
well,
a
I'll
lot
tell you,
coming
they're
from you,
good.
man.
And my habit, and just to share this with you before I get on to the question, is when I look at videos or audiobooks, I generally listen or watch at 1.5 plus, because I can't sit and watch a slow video. I have to see it fast. And so you can go through a lot of your videos on a binge watch evening if you just run them at 1.5 and just stay focused. There's a lot of good information there. And it's categorized in a way, if you just go in and look for something that piques your interest, I can pretty much guarantee whoever looks at it's going to get something out of it. So I just want to share that part.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Dana.
And then I want to read something real quick. It's in the context of the question I'm going to ask, but this is out of Outwitting the Devil.
God, you promoted that book many times.
Yeah, that's an interesting book by Napoleon Hill, and it's got a lot of very contentious stuff in it, which is why it wasn't published until after his death at the request of his family. And when it finally came out, it doesn't seem to get a lot of traction, but oh boy, it's got good stuff in it. But here's just a couple of quick excerpts from that, and then I'll move on to my question. And this is Napoleon Hill interviewing the devil, for what it's
nice.
Worth. So here's Napoleon Hill's first question. It says, "It seems that you go out of your way to keep people from thinking." The answer from the devil: "Yes, accurate thought is death to me. I cannot exist in the minds of those who think accurately. I do not mind people thinking as long as they think in terms of fear, discouragement, hopelessness, and destructiveness. When they begin to think in constructive terms of faith, courage, hope, and definiteness of purpose, they immediately become allies of my opposition and therefore lost to me." Of course, the opposition is God. So anyway, that was just
Thank you.
an excerpt. So now to the question. That book, I'm preparing to try to do a video series on the book on my YouTube channel, which is basically a 0-view channel.
Hey, all of us used to be there. Matt's so confident. He just started all brand new social media channels for Unlimited Wisdom, and it's like it's going to be spooky because people are going to go, "Wait a minute! He just started 3 new brand new, a brand new TikTok, a brand new Instagram, brand new Facebook, and YouTube." And then Craig and I get up this morning, and Matt's already posting the stats for the new Unlimited Wisdom YouTube.
Yeah, I joined all 3 of them, and I reactivated my Instagram account and my TikTok account, which I canceled out of philosophical reasons until, of course, it was sold. But that all said. So here's the question. Within the Unlimited Wisdom community, in the post, you have the ability to upload a video.
Yeah.
Okay, now what are the guidelines or the desires in terms of that video? In other words, the length of it, the topic of it. Is there any guidance?
The guidance is very, very simple. It's interesting how when we started, we just don't want people to use Unlimited Wisdom for being negative. You know what I mean? And we don't want people going in and posting on everyone's posts saying, "Hey, I got a better opportunity or a better product for you." So if a person's like, if I had a shout out of anybody, Martin Green, if you looked at any of his posts, he's from the UK, and he is just a huge Napoleon Hill fan. And I feel like he's not only teaching us lessons, but every post that he does is like a chapter out of one of his books. And so I wanted to give you sort of a guideline that when Martin's doing it, you can tell that he's doing it because he wants to feed Unlimited Wisdom people, And so now, as far as how big is a post and what's attached in that post and how long the video is, if you're doing that for people, like Lisa Marie, she's constantly posting a video of her animated AI self doing a scripture. All right. Well, when she does that, is that video when you click on it and open it up and you see in the bottom hand corner where you could watch it on YouTube? Yeah. Can you click on that and watch and go to her YouTube channel and make a comment on her YouTube video as well? Yeah.
Okay.
See, so I know that was the answer you were looking for.
Yep.
It's like, because the way that Lisa Marie is doing it, she's feeding unlimited wisdom, not just, oh, by the way, I created a new video. Here's my YouTube link, and pulling people away from YouTube. So me, because she does it, I do click on that link, watch the video, make her a heartfelt comment on YouTube, and then I go back to it and make that same heartfelt comment inside of Unlimited Wisdom where she posted it. So Dana, when you see the place for you to put in a video, you can put your YouTube link in there, and then it just brings it up in there. So for those of you that don't know who Dana is, you can go in our gifts in the classroom, and Dana was part of a series that we did with going through a mastermind of science of getting rich. And some of the things that Dana is a dear friend and family member, Terry and I, but this guy, Dana, always comes from a perspective that in my mind is always needed. It's needed. It's just a different perspective of his upbringing and how he was educated, where he's like, well, look at this right there. But it's never ever mine is better, or this is something that you should think of other than this one. It was always done through that mastermind, where every time that Dana gave us his wisdom from what he knew, it always made the video better. It always made the mastermind better.
Well, thank you, Robert.
And for those of you that know that, raise your hand. It's like everybody was like, they'd hear me rattle off and they'd hear other people rattle off. And for a while there, it was like, can Dana talk now? So I'm very, very, very happy, Dana, that you're part of Unlimited Wisdom and am willing to share any of that with us. Good. Got cut off. Okay.
Yeah. Dana, was that all, or did you have something else to share?
No, that was it. Yep. That's
all right. I love you. So
love you too, Robert.
Get out there and make sure that it was that one of your guys' dogs that competes that your wife has?
Yeah, that's Killian Red. He is now deaf, but he's still competing, and she's down in Helena actually with our youngest one competing, and left him home because when the two get together, they turn into demons. It's like they're trying to outdo one another, and so it becomes hard to keep.
What kind of dogs are they?
Those are Cavalier King Charles Spaniels.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was funny. I was sharing with Terry that there was a big joke that there was like almost 2,400 golden retrievers that showed up big event that they had, and they showed up at that event, and the guy said, here's a place every year that people go to all over the world to bring their golden retrievers, and there was over 2,400 golden retrievers, and the guy goes, I'm a personal owner of one as well. And can you imagine 2,400 dogs all in one place without a dog fight?
Only with a golden retriever. You wouldn't do it with a Chihuahua.
And I was telling Terry, that was funny that he just said, hey, listen, I got dogs that love each other and they're not interested in being competitive, trying to rip each other's heads off. But your dogs are, your wife trains them and you guys train them and take them all over and they're competitive. That would be almost a problem too, is, golden retrievers is trying to teach them to be that disciplined, So if you're with them by yourself, you probably can teach them to do anything. Now, how do we get them around people?
Well, I tell you what, the whole sport of canine agility is more people than it is the dog. The dog essentially teaches the person. And so once the person gets that in their head, then they can start teaching the dog because the dog respects them. And says, okay, now you and I are on the same communication link. So, it's a lot about what you think. If you believe, like some people do, they come in and my wife trains people and they say, well, I want this dog to be an agility star. She says, well, the first thing we got to do is start with you. It's up here.
Yeah.
Kind of resonates, doesn't it?
Yeah, it all comes back to, listen, I don't know if you know this, but if you're getting the wrong reactions in the world, asking other people to just change the way they are because of you. That's very interesting. Bill would always say to me all the time, my mentor, is he's going, yeah, you can quit this company and you can quit that company and you can do this and do that. And if you don't get along with that person, you can get rid of them. And then wherever you go to the next company with the next people, you're going to show up. You're going to show up. And I'll leave something here, and this is not mean since we're closing out. How many of you are aware that Josh and Jenna had a falling out and got a divorce? Okay. That was not only the demise of MDC, right? But I sent a message to Josh today, and it was something that I read, and it's like time either exposes you or promotes you. So Josh becomes humble, wants to be happy, and wants to put his children first. And then he wants to put the people that made him a multimillionaire first. So in thinking that, he thought the best move was to sell the company to Immunotec. He does that, goes in the field, breaks the record to platinum. Now the owners of Immunotec are, he's standing in stages at a diamond dinner, being one of the platinums, and he's getting promoted. Remember the phrase? Time will either promote you or expose you. All right? So you see this, just promotion, 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 promotion. On the other hand, Jenna's getting a lot of publicity, but it doesn't look like promotion. It looks like exposure, 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 exposed, 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 exposed. I'm not saying anything negative about anyone. I'm just saying that time either promotes you or exposes you. And, me going from one company to another always seems to be really good for me. I have no idea why people like me. I have no idea why people want to work with me. I don't have any idea why people keep going with me to other companies. I know one thing. I love people. I even love them if they're not in my organization. So thank you. Thank you. That means a lot that you've trusted me again, knowing that for those of you that are thinkers, this is one thing I shouldn't apologize for, but I will, because you're thinkers. Is if you see me moving and moving quickly and saying, I got to do this and I got to do this and then this and this, if you're constantly looking at change and you look at changes, me personally attacking you, that's your thinking. That's not who I am. So God made me where I shoot. That's what I do. I shoot. Some people, ready, got to get ready to get ready. Do you guys know anybody that's still getting ready to get ready to get ready, to get ready to get ready? Yeah. So there's a lot of people that get ready and then they aim. So they didn't just get ready to get ready to get ready to get ready. Now they got all their files. They got everyone in alphabetical order. They got stars next to people's names. now they got the strategy. Now that they got the strategy, now they have to aim. Well, I got the strategy, but I don't know who to talk to. I don't know what to say. Should I talk to this person before I talk to this person? And it's like, how many people do you know that they're either ready, but after they got ready, now they're figuring out, well, there's a lot of things that I need to know before I shoot. So it's ready, aim, fire. I apologize to each and every one of you. I fire. Fire, 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 fire. Not to get too detailed here, but if any one of you know what a tracer bullet is, say that's firing, seeing where the bullet is going because it's doing a trace, and then you're adjusting your aim. Missed it, go to the right. Missed it, go up. Got it. You see what I mean? And some people are like, well, I still need for everything to be perfect. I still need to do a little bit of readying. I still need to be doing some aiming. Yeah, so if you just see me firing, Matt's also got that DNA from me. Me and Matt have no trouble whatsoever doing 100 things wrong in a row and then nailing it. Do you guys know any people like that? It's like, yeah. So we don't look at anything as failure. We look at everything as lessons. And we just click, click, click. That didn't work. That didn't work. I told Matt one of the things that I thought that he could do to really drive people insane is we learned this, believe it or not, I'll give him credit. Evan Carmichael, the guy that shared with us first how to build a YouTube channel, that really, really nailed it. And, one of the things that people don't realize is just how many times people fail. And so I brought it to Matt one time as I said, wouldn't it be neat, like a stream or something, if people could just watch and whatever he thinks that he should. And then he does he clicks on it, and then all of a sudden it comes out and does its rendering. And you look at it and you're going like, that isn't even freaking close to what I asked it to do. And so then you put another prompt in, and that's not right. And then you put in another prompt, and that's not right. And so when you guys see Lisa Marie's videos, Sandy's videos, see, the hidden secret about AI is no one's talking about how many of them just look atrocious. I got to give credit to Craig, too, doing Alley. And so the finished product that you see is pretty amazing. And you know what I always tell myself that I'm going to do before I do any launch? This time, I'm going to really count how many times I reached out to people and they did nothing. And as soon as I fire, I totally forget it. So before I know it, I'm on the leaderboard. Before I know it, no one's close to me. All of a sudden, I'm just crushing it. And then I always got the thinkers. It's really cool to have the thinkers, right? And the thinkers reach out to me. Well, how many people said no? And I'm going like, I promised I would measure this time. And it is in my DNA not to measure shit that doesn't matter. To me, in racing, it'd be like me just coming on, getting the record, right? Holding the trophy up. And some of you want to come up to me and go, what was your worst lap and what did you do wrong? So that's why I apologize to Bill and all of you. It's like when I'm that laser focused and someone asks me a question, it's like, so what was the worst lap during that race and what did you do wrong? Yeah. That's why I overreacted. I'm like going, what? I'm going, I don't know, why would you, do you guys ever see this where, people, just lost somebody and they walk up to them. How do you feel? Really sorry that you lost your child, but how do you feel? You asking that question makes me feel like I should punch you in the fucking face. That's what it makes me feel like. Did you just ask that question just to ask the question? It's like your mind didn't even think that shouldn't be a question that you should ask. That's sad. That you didn't think, if I ask this question, what kind of response should I get from this question? That just, I had to go through. My mentor said to me, hey, Robert, you ever see a delayed windshield wipers? Yeah. He goes, you need to learn how to do the delay switch from your brain to your mouth. Because just saying what's on your mind is just not cool. I think it was Albert Einstein that said the uniqueness of human beings is they can seem intelligent, but everyone labels the playing field when they open up their mouth. Because then immediately you can go. Matthew put it was Mark Twain. And everybody looks and goes, wow, they said that? And here's the crazy thing. They said that, and they were looking for a positive response. So we learned a lot today, and I always like learning. So I love each and every one of you with all my heart. If no one's giving you permission to succeed in life, let me know. And, we got a lot of wisdom. We got a lot of wisdom and unlimited wisdom. So, let's get people get their trust in the right sources, and instead of trusting themselves, get them to learn how to do that. And we'll see you guys all tomorrow on Mastermind.
Wow. Robert, thank you so very much. Real quick question, kind of aside here. Dana, do you have a link to your YouTube channel that you would like to share, or is it being developed still?
Well, there is a link, and the question is, like I say, it's kind of a dormant channel. It's got stuff on it. It is, you'd think I'd know it off the top of my head, but it's.
That's when you know you're not promoting it. What's your YouTube?
I'll tell you what. The best way to get to it is at
Matt
Dana Scranton. That'll take you right to it.
I'm sorry.
Matt already posted it.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, because people were asking, and I wanted to make sure that they got that we could get that from him.
Yeah, I'm going to start loading this particular book, the Outwitting the Devil stuff, on there, because that's a powerful book if you share it properly.
What?
All right.
And Dana, even though you just started with us again, and your summer's over, and you get to spend more time with us, I really don't think that could have been better timing for you to share that book and what your wisdom is out of that book. Yeah, because
it'll be fun.
Okay, Craig.
All right. Well, Dana, thank you very much. Appreciate that. And a lot of other links that we have shared during this amazing Ask Us Anything will be in the chat. So if you want to download the chat, very, very simple to do. Click on the 3 dots in the meeting chat. And this is, of course, during this broadcast. Click on the 3 dots in the meeting chat, then click on Save Chat. It will download to your computer. Afterwards, it'll be part of the classroom. I post that as part of the transcript below the video. So that's where you can find it after we are done in the classroom. Very good. All right. And here comes the subscriptions. So Dana, start doing that voodoo that you do so well. Got to give big shout outs to everybody who participated today. Thank you to, of course, Dana Scranton, Melody Ryba, David Ponciano, Mike Dean, Star Lucas, Bill Shoemaker, also Matt Hollis. Matt, bless you. Thank you so very much for being our executive producer. And then Robert, OMG, what another great Ask Us Anything session. Bless you and thank you. And thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us here on Ask Us Anything. Tomorrow, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, Master's Mind. You do not want to miss it. And then every day except for Monday, we have live events, noon p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. We've got Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday with Daily Wisdom. Breakthroughs on Thursday. Next Saturday, we're right back here, Ask Us Anything. 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern on Mondays. Recess! So you want to join us. We love and appreciate you. Thank you very much. And I'm going to go ahead and open up as we all say so long and have yourselves a fantabulous weekend.
Thank you, Michael and
So
Angela,
long.
Daniel,
Thank you all.
Have a great weekend.
Matthew, Ezra, Terry, Dustin, Melody,
Merry
Sandy,
Christmas,
Scott,
happy
Arthur,
Bye.
Erlene, Jerome, Coach Bob,
Love you all. Have a great day.
and Kevin.
Bye.
Where did it all move? Oh, CJ, David, Mike, and Bill Shoemaker, and Dustin. Love you guys. See you, Craig.
Later. Have a good one.